here's a basic intermittent fasting routine for you to get started with. Because right now, your belly is looking mad. Yeah. Belly looking preposterous. It's out of control. We need to control it. Pick an eating window, right? You're going to eat all your calories in this window. And the rest of the time, you're just going to fast. You're only going to have water. If you want, you can have no calorie drinks such as black coffee, herbal teas. Stay away from them diet drinks, you know, Coke Zero and all that during your fasting period. That's trash. We ain't trying to drink that stuff. Get rid of it. From my experience, the results aren't as good. And even though it's calorie free, the sweetness and all the shit that's inside it, I think it still spikes your insulin. So you're not really fasted. But at the end of the day, you want to build some discipline and you want to stay away from that shit anyway, right? The basic routine is an 8-hour window. So you eat all your calories in 8 hours. Yeah, that's a long time. That's a good amount of time, right? Pick the time that suits your lifestyle. My favorite routine would be from 12 lunchtime to 8 p.m. evening, right? Because it means that I just basically don't eat in the morning. And then I'm not really going to eat past 8 p.m. anyway. I go to bed at like 9 o'clock. Pick one that suits your lifestyle. 12 to 8, 10 to 6, 11 to 7, 2 to 10, whatever you want. Just pick one, right? And try and stick to that same window every day. It's going to create a routine. It's going to make things easier. But let's say on one day you decide to eat at 11 till 7, and then the next day you decide to eat from 1 till 9. Go for it. It's really not that deep, mate. But try and keep it somewhat of a routine. In this eating window, eat your calories, right? You can eat as much as you want and as often as you want. But optimally, right, if we're trying to lose weight, we want to be in a calorie deficit. You're going to try and keep your calories lower and your eating frequency lower within that window. But as a beginner, just getting started, I don't give a toss what you eat, and I don't give a toss how much you eat, right? But what you can do is keep yourself accountable by weighing yourself and taking pictures to see if you're losing or gaining weight. And you know that if you're not losing weight, you just need to eat a little bit less, right? And move a little bit more, do a bit more activity, right? And again, keep tracking it until you see some weight loss. So a week, 2 weeks goes by, you lose a couple pounds, great. Just keep doing what you're doing. Weight loss stops. Okay, it's time to lower the food a little bit more, raise up the activity, keep going. But at first, eat what you would normally eat, but eat it in this period. And as time goes on, you gain a bit more experience. You can start doing things like tracking your calories, get an idea of how many you should be eating, and try and manipulate it. But as this is a beginner routine, we're not going to worry too much about tracking calories so much, but we are going to use the pictures and the scale to give us feedback to see if we're losing weight or not. And we can just go. If we're not losing weight, we know we just got to eat a bit less. So 8 hours of the day you're eating, the other 16 hours you're fasting. Yeah, so this is your fasting period. Now in this period, ideally, all you're going to do is just drink water and crack on with your day. You can have black coffee if you want, you know, green tea, peppermint tea, stuff like that. But again, stay away from the diet drinks. And this is the period where you build some discipline. Maybe you wake up in the morning, right? And you feel hungry. People around you are eating their little croissants and their bagels and stuff like that. And you're thinking, oh, I could go for that. I could tuck into that. Yeah, stop. This is where discipline comes in. You can look at the food. You can want it, but you just say no. Okay. This builds discipline. Yeah, and discipline is one of the most important traits that you could ever have. Our lack of discipline is why we get fat in the first place, right? That's why the belly's looking nuts. It's because of the lack of discipline. Yeah, and the great thing about discipline is it's something that can be transferred, right? If you can build some discipline with your eating, right, you can then transfer that same discipline into other areas of your life, like your career, your relationships, all kinds of stuff. Be disciplined and face that discomfort. Face that discomfort of, oh, I want to eat, but I've said to myself, I'm not going to eat till 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. or whenever it is, right? And just stick with it no matter what. Like there's a gun to your head. So that's the routine. Eating window, fasting period. And the basic beginner is an 8-hour eating window. Now, if you want to ramp it up a bit, you can reduce the eating window, 6 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, right? But that's in the future. At the start, stick to 8 hours. And, you know, if you're feeling confident, maybe you could do a 4-hour window one day, right? And then maybe the next day you go back to 8 hours. Okay. But keep a minimum consistency of 8 hours eating window, 16-hour fasting, and just stick to it for at least 30 days. Yeah. After 30 days, especially if you're taking pictures and you're weighing yourself, at least I weigh myself every day, right? And I write it in my phone notes, right? Because it keeps me accountable. It reminds me of my goal every day and it gives me data. Yeah. After a month, I've got 30 readings. I can track the trend. Okay. I can see your weight fluctuates each day, right? The more data you've got, the better. You know, imagine if I've got, let's say, 4 pictures and 30 weigh-ins after 30 days, I can look at that data and say, well, I've been doing the fasting and I've lost 8 pounds. This is going well. Let me keep going. You need to track it. You can't just be out here willy-nilly, not having any record of your progress, because your mind lies to you, you know, and it will come up with all these thoughts to say, it's not working. Just eat whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. But when you've got the evidence, yeah, the weigh-ins and the pictures, you can use that as feedback to say, well, I'm not tracking my calories, but I can see the weight's going down. So this is going well. I know a lot of people don't have time to track meticulously their calories and stuff like that. But weighing yourself and taking a picture is very easy and doesn't take a long time. The key thing we're trying to do here to lose weight is create a calorie deficit. This structure will naturally help you to create that deficit. And if the scale's not going down, just pull the food back a bit, right? Increase your activity a bit, right? Do more cardio, yeah? Whether it's steady state, HIIT, just counting your steps on your app, whatever. I got a lot of experience with fasting, you know, 1 meal a day, 48-hour fasts, 2 meals a day, basic fasting routines. And I've seen great progress even just with an intermittent fasting routine, right? Less time cooking and preparing meals. And from my experience, that fasting period just gives your body a little bit more time, gives your body a break from having to digest food constantly. Your energy feels better. I feel like I get better fat loss results. My mood isn't better, skin's better, everything. But if you haven't done it, you've never tried it, best thing to do is give it a go and see for yourself, innit? There's no point talking on it if you've never done it. Just give it a try, mate. But again, this is a basic routine. At the start, don't worry so much about the calories and the macros. If you're seeing results, keep going, right? But if you want to step it up, you are going to want to, you know, pay a bit more attention to the calories, the macros, and track a little bit more on that side. Let me know what you think. Let me know your experience with fasting. Let me know any questions that you have. Follow me on Instagram, Kaai Galligan. I'm on there daily. Shoot me a DM if you want me to answer any questions or you want me to do a video. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, tap the bell, all of that, yeah? But good luck to ya, yeah? It's excuses or results. I'll see you on the next one.